If you've been following the headlines, you know the vibes have been off for months. But as of this week, the gloves haven't just come off. They've been thrown into a legal woodchipper. Between aggressive settlement demands, passive-aggressive witness lists, and a public relations strategy that changes faster than a TikTok trend, we are witnessing a masterclass, or perhaps a cautionary tale, in celebrity litigation. But what is actually happening behind those closed courtroom doors? Why did Blake suddenly break her silence with a scorched earth Instagram post? And is this all just a giant game of legal chess where the prize isn't money, but career survival? Grab your popcorn, because we're diving into the mechanics of the most aggressive legal battle in Hollywood right now. Before we get to the big courtroom drama, we have to talk about what happened on a seemingly quiet Friday. You know that feeling when you ask a friend for a recommendation and they forget to text you back? Now, imagine that friend is your legal rival and the recommendation is a list of people who are about to testify against you in court. According to recent filings, the parties were essentially in a digital shouting match. Blake's legal team wanted the witness list from Baldoni's side. Baldoni's side? They weren't biting. This wasn't just a clerical delay. In the world of high-stakes law, withholding a witness list is a classic power move. It keeps the other side guessing. It forces them to prep for every possible scenario. It's the legal equivalent of saying, I have a secret and I'm not telling you until I absolutely have to. But Blake's team didn't just sit around and wait. They did something that changed the entire energy of the case. Do you think they just sent a stern email, or did they go nuclear? The aggressive motion to compel. Team Lively's power play. When Team Lively didn't get what they wanted, they didn't just pout. They filed a motion to compel. In plain English, that's going to the teacher, the judge, and saying, they aren't sharing their toys, make them do it. This move tells us everything we need to know about Blake's current strategy. Her team is being doubly aggressive. They aren't just playing defense, they are sprinting down the field. By filing this motion, they are signaling to Baldoni and the world that they are ready for a dogfight. There's a specific kind of chess happening here. By pushing for discovery, the evidence, and witnesses, while simultaneously pushing for a settlement conference, they are trying to squeeze Baldoni from both sides. They want to see his cards while trying to end the game early. However, there's a catch. Moving this fast and this hard usually means one of two things. Either you have the best hand in the world, or you're terrified of what happens if the clock runs out. Is Blake pushing for a settlement because she's confident, or is there something in those witness testimonies she's desperate to avoid? A settlement conference call was recently held to see if there was any way to resolve this without a trial. While Blake's team was reportedly strong-arming and being incredibly vocal about their demands, Justin Baldoni's team was described as relaxed. Metaphorically speaking, Baldoni's side is sipping a piña colada. They're staying quiet, staying passive, and letting the aggressive side burn through their energy. It's a classic psychological tactic. The more one person screams, the more the person who stays silent looks like they have nothing to fear. This passive-aggressive stance is driving the other side crazy. It's the legal version of gray rocking, giving the aggressor nothing to work with. If you blinked, you might have missed it, but Blake Lively's social media activity is the tell in this poker game. She had a bit of a meltdown, legal speak for a very intense public statement, then went quiet. She let her stories expire. She was silent on Easter Sunday. But the second that settlement conference call ended on Monday, she went scorched earth. She didn't just post a story. She made a permanent grid post featuring screenshots of letters from her attorney. This wasn't a random PR move. This was a direct reaction to what happened on that call. Baldoni's side likely asked for a settlement amount that insulted her, or perhaps they suggested she should be the one paying him. Her post was a public fuck you to the negotiation table. It was her way of saying, I'm still the victim here, and I'll take this to the grave before I pay you a cent. The level of career damage that can happen in a single week of testimony is staggering. Just look at the trials of the past few years. No one truly comes out clean. Will Blake Lively actually walk into that courtroom, or is this all a giant bluff to get Baldoni to blink first? One thing is for certain. The next 5 weeks are going to be a roller coaster. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.